Good morning, everyone. My name is Cheryl, and I am excited that I get to bring your daily vitamin to you. I want to first tell you that what inspired me to do this vitamin today was because of a situation that happened about 2 weeks ago. My daughter Whitney was hospitalized. Actually, she went into the hospital for a same-day surgery, and a procedure that she had to go through caused her to go into acute pancreatitis, which meant instead of being able to go home that evening, she had to spend an entire week in the hospital. And like I said, what inspired me to bring this to you today is because when things like that happen in my life, it reminds me of a benefit of the Pampered Chef that sometimes we tend to forget. I started doing Pampered Chef 27 years ago, and I got started doing this because we had two small children. I was a stay-at-home mom, and we always seemed to have more month than we had money. When I heard about the Pampered Chef, it was the perfect fit for me because I could still be home with Travis, who was 3, and Whitney, who was 13 months old most of the time, but be able to get out and make that extra income that we needed. And as my children grew, so did their expenses. The extracurricular activities they were involved in were quite expensive. Both of my children had braces on their teeth, and all of those extra things were provided because of Pampered Chef. But back to the benefit, and the reason I'm bringing you this vitamin is there were things that have happened to me during this business that I was so fortunate that my job was the Pampered Chef. When my parents were aging, my father actually got sick and passed away before my mom, and I was able to be there with my mom when my dad was sick and when he did die. And the hardest part, I think, was everyone left after the funeral, and I was able to stay with my mom for an entire week because of the flexibility I have with my Pampered Chef business. Everyone else had to go back to their lives, and I was able to stay with her through one of the hardest weeks of her life after losing the man that she loved for 50 plus years. Then there was the passing of my mom, and my mom was sick for a very long time, and I was able to be at her side. I was able to be with her up until she took her last breath, and those are times that I never will regret being able to be present for. And just 2 weeks ago, when Whitney was sick, I was at her side every day and every night. Her husband is a baseball coach at the local high school, and he also teaches, and he only had 1.5 personal days left in the school year. So I was able to be that person that was Whitney's advocate at the hospital. And if you've ever had a loved one in the hospital, there is usually only one nurse in this situation per 8 patients, and there is not one person that can give your loved ones the care they need any better than what you can do. And so mom mode kicked in, and I was able to be there with her those entire 7 days. And I'm telling you, she needed me just as much as I needed her. And again, it's all because of this Pampered Chef business. So sometimes I want you to know, when you see all of us who've been with this business a long time. I've been with Pampered Chef for 27 years. In fact, I was just on the incentive trip in Riviera Maya, and one of the consultant's husbands asked me how long I had been with Pampered Chef, and I said 27 years, and he was like, "Oh my gosh, you're a legend." I never really thought about it like that. But I want to tell you, there's been many, many times when I wanted to give up and I wanted to quit. And I always thought there was something maybe better I could do, or I'd have, a show that didn't have a lot of bookings, or I'd have shows cancel, or I'd have consultants that I worked with and then they decided to quit, and there were a lot of disappointments. But I want you to realize that through the valleys of a business like this, there are so many, there are peaks. When you're in a valley, remember, you're always going to hit a peak. There's always going to be a peak after the valley. And sometimes we get stuck in that valley and then we fail to see the peak that's before us. One of the other benefits that I wanted to share with you that I have grown quite fond of because of this Pampered Chef business is something that I didn't even realize that I was giving to my children. Travis is now 30 years old. Remember, he was 3 when he started and Whitney was 13 months old. Travis is 30 and Whitney's 27. And they have incredible work ethic. And that's a gift that a business like this provides to your children that you don't even realize is happening. From a very young age, they watched me work really, really hard and build a business. And they both, like I said, have incredible work ethic. And I of course, I don't take all the credit, but I really do think it's important that they were able to watch me work, and they saw that when you work hard, you get to play hard. So I just wanted to share with you some of these things that are not tangible. Yes, the income is great, and when you are serious about your business, you're going to make a serious paycheck. I'm telling you, I'm living proof. But there are so many things that you don't realize that a business like this can provide, and that's what I wanted to share with you. I wanted to share with you how fortunate I felt after being able and relieved after being in the hospital for 7 days, day and night with my daughter, how lucky I was that I had a job that allowed me to do that. So whenever you get to that point where you are thinking that maybe there's something better for you, or maybe it's not worth the struggles, I want you to stop and go, you know what? It is, and it can be. And I'm so excited that we just got home a couple of days ago. I was able to take both of my children on an incredible dream vacation to Riviera Maya. And you can have that too. You can have the income, you can have the flexibility, you can have something for you. Maybe it's that dream vacation, but the only thing you have to do to be successful in a business like this is not quit. So make it a great day, make it a great summer, and don't give up. The only thing you have to do to be successful in a business like this is to not quit. Have a great day. Bye.